Good day, denizens of this perplexing piece of puzzle purgatory. I'm Unsilent, and I occasionally effect a little alliteration. And we're on the air with the finale of The Seventh Guest. Hi folks, I'm Unsilent, and once again we are here with more of The Seventh Guest. When we last left The Seventh Guest in this creepy doll room, we found out that the dolls were stealing the souls of children. So one could assume if Stauf wants the seventh guest for himself, that he also wants the soul of that seventh guest, because the seventh guest is a child. We're down to, I believe, two that we know for sure are alive at the moment. Eleanor is still alive, and the kid is still alive. Julia turned into a baby. Martine might have drowned. Mr. Dutton, who's the businessman, got stabbed by Edward, who had his neck snapped by Templeton the magician. And Templeton the magician was strangled by Julia before she turned into a baby. Yeah, so that's where we have since left off. Let's go this way. So I remember there was a... It's not this door in the dollhouse, is it? It's this door in the dollhouse. There was, the last puzzle that we hadn't done, or I guess there were two puzzles we haven't done in upstairs, just prior to the end of the last episode. One of which was we did last time, which was the picture puzzle. That's easy for me to say. The picture puzzle, and there was a room attached to that. So is there a puzzle in? Oh, there's a scene here though. Okay, creepy wolf dripping blood. All right, why not? Let's see what's in there. Why not? What's it doing? Oh, you've got to be fucking me, right? Okay, so I don't know why that wolf thing freaked me. I know why that wolf thing freaked me out. I just watched the second episode of Black Mirror. Yeah, but can I go back to where that puzzle is? Can you teleport me back to there? Because that would be swell. Yeah, door to nowhere. Door back to the doll room. We can go into the doll house. Okay. Yeah, alright. I was thinking, oh, is that just a one-time deal and I can't get beckoned back in there? I just watched the second episode of Black Mirror on Netflix called Playtest. This season, I've only watched 2 episodes of Black Mirror so far, but it seems to be about how modern technology is going to destroy us all.
3 little words. That's all it takes.
Dat Yob Teg. Get that boy. Oh, that's easy. Huh? Get that boy. No, that doesn't make any sense. Dat wouldn't be in the 1993 lexicon, would it be? No. I was gonna say, let's start with figuring out how the puzzle works.
Well, it should be as easy as ABC.
Okay, that was the best pun that we have had since since we started this damn game. Stauf's had the mortgage on all the good puns. We just seem to have gotten all the shitty ones. But easy as ABC, I will give credit to the writers. That's the best one that our characters had since the start of the damned game. Alright. I want B to be at the left, but I gotta move.
Look. It's a magic spell puzzle.
Well, that's just brilliant. It's not magic, it's over $500,000 worth of development work. This game cost apparently about $600,000 to make. It made that it made that back in one deal. I was gonna say it made that back overnight. Probably not. It made millions for the guys that made it. That's for damn sure. But let's start over.
Start again.
Let's just start from scratch. Let's move it all down for a second.
Well, it should be as easy as ABC.
Yeah, let's move everything down one.
Look, it's a magic spell puzzle.
I'm just trying to think. I want to move... Now, move that back up for a second. Because now we've got all the bits and pieces on different rows, right? So if I wanted to, like...
I used to have blocks just like this when I was a child. The memory seems so clear now.
Because what if I get... dat... Alright, so we move boy down there. Except I've got... I can move that. Get... Huh. Except I need to get something in between. I need to get that E in between that G and the T. To get the get. We've done pretty good. We've gotten 2/3 of the puzzle, but the problem is we're going to have to screw up 2/3 of the puzzle in order to fix the third that isn't in the right spot. Or in the right order.
I'm getting bored.
That'd be a good pun if I could spell bored using the letter... Is that a good pun? Oh, good. I fixed half the puzzle and fucked up 2/3. I can get 1/3 or 2/3. That's not exactly a good ratio. The worst part is, because I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh, look, it's... No. Crap, now I'm just screwing it all up.
I'm going to have to start again.
There's got to be an easy solution from the start, right? The problem is it's functionally put all my consonants next to each other with the vowel in the middle. So the vowel's the ones that's really the most out of place. Well, I mean, everything's out of place. The vowels look like they're in place when they're really what's screwing up everything else being in place. Because if I was to click one to the left, then my two consonants, my T and my D, are going to be right next to each other.
As easy as ABC.
Yes, let's repeat the same damn lines over and over and over again.
Look, it's a magic spell puzzle.
It doesn't even make sense. They've all been magic spell puzzles. The player piano that wanted you to repeat after it. Oh, that was just how a player piano works. The puzzle that failed when you had queens that would kill each other. No, that's just perfectly normal. You know, it's things like that. It's like, what here isn't a, air quotes, magic spell puzzle? So like I was saying, Black Mirror freaked the fuck out of me because it's about how gaming technology just makes me glad my computer would melt if I had a VR headset. If I put everything on different lines, that might give me a little more freedom to slide it around, right? Because... and maybe my thinking is completely flawed, right? And it probably is. But I'm just thinking, wouldn't it be easier to screw around with this if, like, I'm thinking it's get that boy. Getting boy or two, and that is the word that falls out of it. But I can shuffle things around, and I need to shuffle around get and boy, because dat is in the right spot. I need to get boy in the right spot. So let's move that one over this way so I can get boy, and let's...
Oh, I'm getting bored.
move the Y over to this side. So at least we've got a starting point, right? And if I move that down... No, that's not going to work. I can get boy dat? No, I can't. I can... Gone about this the wrong way. Crap, but everything else is in the right spot. Except I think dat should be in the middle. That's not a 1993 word. Why do I keep thinking that? Stupid 2016 mindset. Holy balls, think this one through. DTA, don't trust anybody. Old Stone Cold says, oh, I can't even do a fucking Stone Cold. I can't do a Stone Cold. I can do JR, Stone Cold, Stone Cold, Stone Cold. Tad?
There.
What kind of name is Tad? What kind of name is... Get... Well, at least he acknowledged our existence, so, I mean... That's something. Oh, there's another scene here now. What is the scene here? You turn the baby... That's just cruel! Oh god, what's this way? Dare I click the button? Dare I shall? Oh, okay. It was just backing me away from... Let's go down to Secret Passage, alright. Now, I was saying that the seventh guest did make up the $600,000 development cost in one deal. Interestingly enough, it was for a publishing deal that never went anywhere. I mean, they got the money. Nintendo, when it was looking at doing that, doing their Nintendo console in conjunction with Sony that was supposed to have CD-ROMs and all that, to prevent the Sega CD from getting the seventh guest on console, Nintendo threw $1 million at Trilobite and said, we've got exclusive home console publishing rights. Or, you know, basically I bought an exclusivity deal. Never did anything with it, just to keep it out of Sega's hands because this was this big a deal on PC. Now, I think, let's take a look at the map. I do believe that if we take a look at the map, we've still got that on the far left of the map. It's off the kitchen. Have I tried the door? I don't remember if I've tried the door. Oh, there's a little thing. I was going to say, I don't remember the chattering teeth there before, and we're being flushed. Oh, hello, Mr. Stauf.
I've seen this room before. I know what this is.
Strange paintings. Sick.
Okay, so this at some point... What's that? Okay, flaming horse riding through the apocalypse. What's happening that way? Oh, he's having a smoke. And so is that one up there. What's this way? Oh! Hello! Oh, of course you're a puzzle.
All the king's horses and all the king's men.
Couldn't put Stauf back together again? Oh my. Oh, this is the same puzzle. I bet you it works the same way as before. Let's just do an experiment here. Click that one and it functions the same way as the... I'm going to guess it functions the exact same way as the crypt puzzle. Left, down, and right. Yeah. Except we've got 3 states instead of 2. So we've got to get back to, I'm assuming, the human state. If all the kings and horses and all the king's men is the hint, I'm assuming we have to put Stauf back together again. As a human, despite the fact that he is Satan here, and let's hit this. What's the green state? Oh, he's a pretty young fella in this state.
But somehow I get the impression he's not quite all there.
Well, that's the most insightful thing I think we've said all night.
That's funny. Stauf's falling apart, and I'm putting him back together again.
No, it's almost had it. Almost had it. This bottom corner is going to screw me over. I'm going to have all but... Oh, no, never mind. I thought, I'm going to have everything except...
Puzzle reminds me of the coffins. But Stauf seems to be in more of a state than ever.
So that was an okay hint, because even though we've reached that conclusion a while ago, that it was the same as the coffin puzzle... no. We're going to have all but the center are going to be fine. Balls, that was almost there. Stauf and his damned bright red nose. He has a very angular nose in this picture. I would not be happy if somebody gave me a... I'm not even sure how to describe it. It comes to an unnatural point. Does it change? Oh no, the shape of his nose changes with the...
We'll all be dead by the time you solve this.
No, the shape of his... Let's see what the other shape of his nose is. Okay, that's a little more normal. I think I'm actually in a good spot right now. So let's talk this one out. All the corners are green. Now if I click each corner, red, and then this will go clear. No, yeah, this will go green, green, red and red, and then this will go green, clear, red. Yeah, let's try clicking each of the corners and just see what happens. I think...
We'll all be dead by the time you solve this.
I think we might be in a good spot. It's just the middle I'm not sure about. Ah, the middle's gonna go off by 1. Everything but the middle. Again. We're a little closer this time, though. What if we follow what we did the last time, though? Because that got him from red in the middle. No, it's going to cycle us back to the same spot.
We'll all be dead by the time you solve this.
Maybe. No, because there's... Alright, let's think this through. Yeah, let's click that in the middle and... Yeah, because it was everything but the corners last time. It was everything but the corners last time. I think we have solved the puzzle. I'd like to solve the puzzle, Patrick. Nobody ever calls Pat Sajak Patrick. And then we'll hit this. That'll go green. Everything is green, including the middle. G. Effin' G. Well, there you go. That was a fun one. I will admit, Mr. Stauf, that one was... Oh, he's coming out of the painting to try and murder me. Oh no, he's going to swallow me like he's bloody Imhotep. 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 I'm just drawing every pop culture reference at the wall and seeing what sticks. No, seriously, what is he doing? Okay. Is there a... That gonna take us to the piano? Room? And that's the... Oh yeah, the blocks were a magical puzzle. But Stauf's painting changing and then trying to leap out of the canvas at us, walking through a painting into the damned music room. No, none of that's magical. That's perfectly natural. Whoever wrote the script for this game made our character just the world's biggest blithering halfwit. So we descend deeper and deeper into this hallway. Can we go into this door yet? I think this is about the only place we haven't explored. And indeed we shan't. The shit? What can I play here? I don't know. What am I doing here? I actually don't understand what the hell just happened. It was... Okay, so the top one of the star... It's not a pentagram. It's not upside down. Which I think is about the only like visual mistake they've probably really made with this one. So this jumped from here to here then, if I'm thinking it through right. And it vaulted over that and eliminated it. Well, that's got to be it, because I want to get rid of my outliers, so let's... Because this one's hanging out all over the place. I need to get one here or here with an empty... If I move this, if I jump this one here, which seems to be hard to grab, over to here, then I can jump that out of there, or I can jump this out of there, and jump that over. Yeah, I might be able to make this work. I might be able to make this work. So I can jump that one out. Oh, no.
Which way should I go now?
Oh, yeah, there. Okay, it gave me a choice. I was thinking, oh crap, what if it goes up to the top? No, I think I can still play this one through. Oh, no, I can't.
Which way should I go now?
Go here. I might have played myself into a bad spot. Because they're all a little... Yeah, they're all a little clumped there. Yeah, I'm done. GG.
I'm going to have to start again.
Yes, I am. I'm assuming I'm going to have one left. It was going well to a point. I still like that as a starting move. I mean, it's either the left or the right. And I mean, it's going to mirror itself from there, right? Because what are my other options? Getting stuff out of the corners. Unless I play the one out. Because I'm talking about playing stuff out of the corners, but I gotta free up some space for this guy, right? Ooh, that's it. No. Yes, maybe. Let's follow the logic for a second. We're gonna play this one out of here over to there. And I'm thinking we're gonna take this one off the point there. Yeah, I know where we're going with this. Maybe it wasn't clear the extremities first. It was clear the extremities last, because I'm going to jump him into that empty spot bottom middle. We vault bottom left over it. And then bottom right will conveniently jump right there. Not bad.
Great move.
And that's just to get through the damn door. By the way, that's very dangerous. Kids don't play with knives. Now, this was a set of stairs according to the map. Indeed it is. Stairs to Stauf's loft, Stauf's attic. Oh no, we can't have the scissors to defend ourselves with. Oh! Aren't you lovely? Oh, okay. I'm gonna hazard. That's where we need to go. But we aren't able to get there until such time as we complete whatever the next puzzle is. I think this should be the last one, because there's 22 puzzles. 3 tiers.
On the house.
This is trickier than it looks.
What insightful commentary. So what do I have to do here? Huh? It won't let me go left, or... Oh, obviously I can't go.
This is trickier than it looks.
So I can't go down, and I can't go up. But I can go left or right. And I can't go left, up. What
This is trickier than it looks.
the hell? This doesn't...
This is trickier than it looks.
Okay, let's do a little thought experimenting here. If I click up, let's... So it went up, right, up, right, stop. And now I can't go up or right, I have to go down. And now I can only go left.
This is trickier than it looks.
So it's kind of like a game of Snake. I can't double back on myself. Okay. I have to get to the top. That makes logical sense. I hope it's not like one of those light everything up. But once I pick a direction to go off a window, I can't pick that direction again. And it automatically goes in that direction? Just go right. Go up. Go left.
This is trickier than
Because the only way left is down. So this would just instantly doubled back down on me. Oh! I remember reading in the manual. I'm pretty sure I read in the manual you can tap out of every puzzle except for the final one, so we actually have to find our way through this one. I'm gesturing wildly with my fingers. I'm a little excited right now. It's actually tricky. You've got two moving parts here. You've got the direction you're setting it to, and you've got your starting point. Because you're going to set a different plan of attack from here than you would here, but they're both round windows. It would be like setting this to... set that to left. You, by default, have to be down. We just have to hope it... This is the most progress we've made.
Yes.
Oh my god, that worked. Does anybody remember what the hell I just did? I don't remember what I did already. Oh, balls. Anybody remember what anything was? This was up. This was right. This was left. That was down.
This is trickier than it looks.
Okay, so the arched ones are down. The square ones are left. The circles are up, and the semicircles are right. Alright, everyone remember that, because I'm not going to.
Yes.
The circles are up, the semicircles are right. I've already forgotten. Fuck, I've already forgotten.
This is trickier than it looks.
Alright, so. Circles are up. Semicircles are right. Rectangles are left. And arches are down. Close enough. Trying to dictate to my phone because I'm too lazy now. I'm going to have to go in and like type in the corrections. No. No commas, no punctuation. Really, phone, really. Alright, so circles are up. Semicircles are right. Rectangles are left. And arches are down. I've got it written down on my phone. That way I don't forget. Unless, of course, I'm making the wild assumption because it worked here. So arches are down, so don't start on an arch. So I've got to start here. Arches are down. I have to start here because it'll go up, up, back down on top of itself. So I have to start here. And now, it might have worked for the bottom level, but does it necessarily mean it's going to work here on the second level? Let's find out. Left, left, up, right, up. Ooh, that worked.
So, my boy, your wits have brought you this far, but will you have the patience to go any further?
The hell did he mean by that? Okay. So this one's out because it goes up and back down. Can't be this one because it goes straight down. Which, oh, and this one, so it has to be this one. Because this will go right and down. So it has to be this one.
No!
Yes! Call me Daniel Bryan because yes! Yes! Yes!
Help me! Someone, please help me!
Get up!
I can't
Run
move.
away!
It's Eleanor.
I looked over here and something happened. Oh, someone, please help me!
Aha! Come here, you little one! One last puzzle.
Someone help!
So, Eleanor has been turned into a dummy. Anybody want to see what the chattering teeth are about? Yeah, what the hell. Actually, it's probably a mistake. That's probably going to take me right back to the library, isn't it? Nope. Just going to animate a skeleton. Nothing too, Oh, he's pointing us in that direction. I was thinking, what the hell is he doing? No, he is telling us, just go forward. Just through that last door. Are we about to finish the seventh guess? That's kind of creepy. Still not as creepy as that episode of Black Mirror. Seriously, if you've got Netflix, usually they're pretty good about shoving shit down your throat, especially if it's their own, so at least get to episode 2 of Black Mirror called Playtest. Even if you can't get through Nosedive, which wasn't too bad. Kind of frightening because of how accurately it portrays the future of social media, really. The current existence of social media. Social media links in the description below.
It's okay, darling. You know I won't hurt you. Just come upstairs.
It hasn't happened yet.
Let me! No! Let me!
It's
What hasn't happened yet?
I've been here before. I've seen all this over and over.
Help me! Someone, please!
Tried to help myself. Always failing.
You little brat.
The hell? So we're the kid caught in a time loop? And now only through our guidance and intervention are able to prevent ourselves from having our soul eaten by Stauf? What the hell?
Smell. I can't breathe.
Bring him here. I brought him the one you wanted, the best.
Someone, please! Help me!
I'm that boy.
I just want to get out of here!
My wish. I'll get my wish.
Do you think a man trapped up there wouldn't eat very much to... Oh no, he's not puking, he's dissolving her.
Run for Pete's sake!
Help me!
Whoa, that's some trippy, what's the Twin Peaks stuff there?
I can't do anything. You're not real. No, I swear. No, you can't have him. You can't have me.
What the crap? What the hell's that?
You saved me. It's all been changed now. Now and
Forever.
And now the voice sync's gone completely off from the video. What the hell? We're back at the storybook. And Finn! Ah, well. 7th Guest Volume 1. Well, that is somewhat correct. This was the first of the 7th Guest series of games. The sequel was... That is Graham Devine, who's the programming genius behind this game. Rob Landeros, who got a drawing of himself instead of a picture. He kind of handled more of the creative stuff, especially he was the programming genius that Graham was. What was I going to say before I just got completely tripped out by that ending? It's such a weird ending. It's good to see that for 2 decades, that video games haven't had a clue how to end themselves. But I mean, I guess saving the kid made sense. I think that was probably the logical conclusion to the game. So that's the 7th Guest, genre-defining video game that showed that CD-ROMs were the future of video games, that you could put so much more in terms of graphics and video and sound onto a CD-ROM and a CD drive than you could through downloads or through floppy disks or, 3.5 or 5-inch floppy disks. So, I mean, from that perspective, I mean, it certainly looks a lot different, and I mean, it's subjective whether it looks better than Doom. I would say it looks closer to a modern game than Doom. there were certainly a lot of limitations that were evident through, like, the, you know, video compression, through the graphics design, through the animations. Key grip duplicates are way too expensive. Okay. Additional makeup item, funeral home. Assistant to Mr. Bang Bang. Pyrotechnic consultant. Okay. They're doing the Naked Gun credits, so. Michael Pocaro, Mr. Dutton, a round of applause for you, sir. You were fantastic. He was just a fantastic actor in this. I mean, just chewed through the scenery. I think between he and Templeton, I missed the name of the actor name that played Templeton. I think it was Ted or some such like that. The overacting was a bit odd at first, but once you got used to it, it was kind of like, it's kind of endearing and old school, and I loved it, very Shatner. Especially Mr. Dutton. Somewhat Mr. Templeton, but especially Mr. Dutton. The overacting was just delightful. No entities were physically harmed during the making of this interactive entertainment, except for the botched special effect on the bunny rabbit that went so horribly wrong and really bummed everyone out. No thanks to Mr. Boomer. The credits went by a little too fast for that text there. But so concludes the seventh guest. So what do I think of the seventh guest? Well, this game is functionally a tech demo for the CD-ROM. And tech demos don't really age too well. Oh, what happens over here if I click that? Oh, it will just take us to the room. It definitely does push the boundary of what we saw on games before this. And, we wouldn't have, FMV games if it wasn't for this. If it wasn't for this and Myst and maybe Rebel Assault, we wouldn't see, that CD-ROM was a viable medium for video games. I think the biggest issue was, getting a fast enough CD-ROM drive in order to be able to read these sort of games as time went along, and now it's all digital, so all the, reading of games is now tied into, being able to play games is kind of based on your hard drive now. Like most tech demos, this one isn't really aging too well, because this was sort of like an experiment to see, this is what we can do with... This is just like, this demonstrates what is possible with games and CD-ROMs and technology in terms of graphics and video and sound. And it all turned out reasonably well, but there was a lot farther that they could push the genre. And we see that over the coming years.
You are a glutton for punishment.
Of course. We would see that I would imagine we would see that in the next game, the 11th Hour. That was the second of the seventh guest games. Sequel that came out, I think, in 1995. It was supposed to come out in 1994, missed its release date, and then, I'm going to come back and play the 11th Hour eventually. But I will say that it was not as successful as the first. But as a video game, it's alright. By modern standards, this would not, it's just some basic puzzles strung together by some, the cheesy acting, is okay. I think I can live with it. The puzzles aren't particularly interesting. Some are okay. That last one with the windows was probably the best one. Other than that, this wasn't a particularly great game. I'm going to be more memorable for the cheesy acting than anything else. It's amazing when you start going back and looking at some of these old games, seeing how far we've come in 20 years. But I think that will do it for our journey through Stauf's mansion in Harley-on-the-Hudson for the seventh guest. So, thanks very much for joining me on this 6-episode adventure through one of CD-ROM's original classics. if you would be so kind as to hit that thumbs up, hit that like button down below this video. Subscribe if you want to see some more classic games. We're going to continue with the Battlefield 1942 playthrough, coming soon with actual historical information and some learning and lessons and some research for Battlefield 1942 about World War II. If you'd be so kind, share on social media or follow me on social media. The links are below in the description. And yeah, don't be afraid to subscribe. Don't be afraid to watch some of the older videos on the right-hand side of your screen. And until the next time, I've been Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me, and I will see you next time.